What's going on, guys? So yesterday Xbox has revealed some huge news in regards of their next generation. So essentially we got a hint at the next generation of consoles and how it should operate and more. We're going to be talking about a lot. We're going to be talking about obviously the trailer that they released yesterday about it. We're also going to be talking about the future of Xbox and how the next Xbox next generation console will probably be like. We're also going to talk about the handheld because that has a lot to play in with this as well. And we're going to talk about just a little bit of what PlayStation needs to do, because now Xbox is doing a whole chess move around this whole situation to put competition back on Sony in regards to the PlayStation 6, and I wonder what they're gonna do for the next gen console as well. So we're gonna get into all that, guys. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to Jex Gaming for all the gaming news, videos, gameplay, all that stuff. We cover it all here. So without further ado, man, let's get into the trailer. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and check it out.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands. Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation, to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
I can't wait either. So there you guys have it. That was the trailer for the next generation of Xbox. And we got a lot in that 1 minute and 17-second video, guys. So as you guys can see, they're going to be creating 2 consoles for the next generation. And we're already getting our first glimpse at our first next gen console-like system, I should say, here already, which is the Xbox ROG Ally handheld. Now, obviously, this isn't an Xbox hardware. It's obviously a partnership with ROG Ally, but pretty much Sarah Bond just said in the video, we're gonna be having our consoles in our hand and in our living room, which the next console that we should see revealed is the next Xbox. I don't know when, maybe later on this year once the ROG Ally X is already out, or maybe next year. I wouldn't be shocked if next year we see the official reveal for the next Xbox, and that's very exciting. So obviously Xbox is now changed their whole strategy. Instead of being this console that you just have like the Xbox Series X, they're trying to be a platform and to where you can play anywhere and everywhere. So that's why Play Anywhere is super useful. I really love it. I actually like it a lot. They obviously want to keep marketing Game Pass, and so with this new plan, it's actually really cool because obviously we have the ROG Ally. That way you guys can play in your hand. You guys can play Xbox on your PC. You guys can play on the next console. And so what we're going to talk about is what the next console will probably be. The next console is probably going to be like a PC-like system. I don't know if it's going to be an actual Xbox itself, or if they're going to if it's going to be like a partnership with, a PC company. I don't know. We don't know, and nothing's confirmed yet. But it seems like that's what we're getting. We're gonna get our own PC-like console, which is very, very crazy. Hear me out on this. We're gonna be able to see an Xbox that allows us to play Xbox games, obviously. Traditionally, we're gonna get new Xbox games for whatever the next Xbox is gonna be called. We're also gonna be able to have Game Pass, which is cool for people that like Game Pass. And then with that, we're also gonna have Play Anywhere, so you can go from the next Xbox, we don't know what it's called, so I'll just call it the next Xbox. We can go from the next Xbox to playing our ROG Ally X and playing all the games on there and seamlessly without losing our progression. Or we can go to our PC, you know what I'm saying? And with that Xbox, we're also gonna be able to hopefully play games on Steam, on Epic Games, on GOG. I think that this is going to be absolutely crazy. So because of this creates a whole new type of competition that I didn't really see coming. This is like a huge chess move that Xbox did on Sony. You know, this generation has been the weirdest generation ever. I mean, it's like consoles are so weird now with how, you know, the whole console generation been this whole generation. And, you know, really PC gaming is the way to go now. But I'm still a console lover, so I'll still buy the PS6, the next Xbox. I have all the Xboxes, I have all the PlayStations, so I'm going to continue to getting all the newest consoles. But they definitely changed it up here at Microsoft, man, here at Xbox. What they did is they said, hey, you know what? We're not going to compete against Sony when it comes to exclusives, all right? We're not. So they let all their exclusives go to PlayStation, as you guys can see with Gears of War. You know, we played the beta last week. The Gears of War is now on PlayStation, and I'm sure Halo, the next Halo, which is rumored to be announced next year. Perfect way to announce your next hardware along with Halo. I mean, it's bound to happen. So they said, hey, you know what? We're not going to compete against Sony when it comes to just, you know, games. We're gonna allow you to play our games anywhere and everywhere. So they did that. They announced Game Pass, which been the thing before this generation, obviously. And then we also have Xbox Play Anywhere. So now what they're doing is they cheesed Sony. I'm not gonna lie, because now we're at a point to where you can play Xbox games on the next Xbox console. You can play Steam games, which might even allow you to play PlayStation games. That's kind of crazy. If Steam is somehow available and Epic Games is somehow available on the next Xbox, that's gonna be crazy. Your whole library. I have Spider-Man 2. I have Last of Us. You mean to tell me that I can play that on my Xbox hardware? Like what? I can use my Xbox system and play PlayStation. Now at that point you might say, yo Jack, what would be the point in getting it? You might as well just get a PC, which, you know, is definitely true. It's definitely true. But you gotta understand though, the console-like experience is probably gonna be very simplistic. You know, they're gonna have a console, you know, menu. It's not going to be like a computer desktop, so they're probably going to simplify it. And you know, a lot of people don't want to go through the hassle of setting up a computer. I understand that. So that's the number one. Number two, PCs are expensive. I'm a part of the people that feel like if you're gonna get a PC, don't go cheap on a PC, because you don't want to have to constantly keep upgrading every 5 months. You might as well better off just getting the best thing you can get, which I got a 4090, or you can get a 5090. I think that you're better off getting the best experience rather than trying to skimp out on PC, because you're just spending more money at the end of the day if you do that. So having a console-like experience, the graphics, and they're working with AMD, so the graphics are going to be really good. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some type of frame generation like how they do with the PS5 Pro, because they were working with AMD as well with FSR, so with the you know, PSSR actually. So honestly, you're really good to go if you still don't want to dive into PC gaming, but you want to still have a glimpse of it. I think the next Xbox is really good way to go, because you're going to be able to play PC games. You're going to have good graphics, because the graphics are going to be better than these generation of consoles. And you're going to be able to have that simplistic like console experience without having to be tied to a computer. So, you know, there's an audience for it, believe it or not. You might say I might as well go for a PC, but trust me, there's an audience for it, because it's, you know, it's gonna be cheaper than a PC. I'm sure. I wouldn't be shocked if this console is around the $800 to $1,000 mark. I wouldn't be shocked at all. But also, you guys also gotta understand that getting PCs nowadays are very pricey. So that's why I feel like this is still a huge grab when it comes to an audience, because there's a huge audience for this console. So if this console is what it seems to be, it's gonna be very cheesy. And I think we're going to get our first glimpse at what the next generation of consoles will be like when the ROG Ally X comes out. Now, I will be for sure purchasing the ROG Ally X, the Xbox version, obviously. And now, if you guys don't know, the white version is going to be the weaker version. The black version is going to be the more powerful version. Now, we don't have price yet, but there was a leak saying that the pre-orders go live in August, and then the release date is somewhere in October. Now, for the pricing, I'm not too sure how that will be. We'll talk about that in a different video, but for now, I just want to talk about, the next Xbox. But with the Xbox ROG Ally X, I think that's going to be a true way of showcasing the next Xbox and how it's going to be, because we're going to have the Xbox in our hand. It's going to be the whole Xbox ecosystem, and we're going to also be able to go to Epic Game Store or GOG, or we're probably going to be able to go to, Steam and Battle.net and stuff like that. It showcased it in the trailer that we got for the ROG Ally X. We were able to see the different stores that you can play games off of from the Xbox ROG Ally. So if I'm not mistaken, I think the next Xbox is going to be exactly like the Xbox ROG Ally, but a console version of it that's going to be more powerful than the Series X, obviously. So it's going to have that next generation leap alongside, while maintaining great graphics and having a great performance, because they're working with AMD. So this is going to be very cool, and like I said, it puts a huge strangle on PlayStation now. As we conclude this video, PlayStation is definitely challenged now, okay? Because I'm going to be the first to test it. I'm going to test it. I'm going to get the Xbox ROG Ally X. I don't care. I'll buy it. I just want to see the price, though. I do want to see the price. But I'm going to pre-order one. I'm going to get it day one, and I'm going to test it out for you guys. We're going to have videos and coverage of it. I'm going to see, can we play Last of Us Part 2 on PC, on Steam, on the ROG Ally X? Can I play Spider-Man? You know what I'm saying? We're going to see, are there games that are, because obviously not all games are going to be compatible on the ROG Ally X, if you guys don't know. It's only going to work for games that are compatible for it. So I know Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will, so that's my main reason of buying it, is for Black Ops 7, and I'm a huge Xbox and PlayStation fan, so of course I was going to buy it regardless. But I wonder, are there any PlayStation games that we can play on it? And if so, I wonder if Sony is gonna, react to that. But there could also be a chance that Sony says, hey, none of our games are gonna be playable portable like that, and they might release their own PlayStation Portable in the next generation, which will be very cool. I will definitely get that as well. That way you can play games natively, the PS6 games natively on the handheld along with the PS6. But that's still not going to be enough, because if the PlayStation 6 is just going to be a traditional console, hopefully, and let's say they do lock the PlayStation games away from the Xbox, the next Xbox as well, then I guess that would be a reason for you to buy the PS6. I'm still going to buy it regardless, but still. But they also could say, hey, you know what? If you can play games on the next Xbox, supposedly from PlayStation, we're going to have to deliver in our own way too. So they might make their own store that's compatible with PCs as well. And they might have to follow suit with what Xbox is doing as well. So it just creates so many ideas for the next generation. And this actually excites me, because it gives us more ways to enjoy games as well. So, I'm actually happy with this. I'm not the biggest fan of Game Pass, because I like owning games and just buying games. But with the Xbox Play Anywhere, I'm a huge fan of that, and I like the direction that Xbox is going in. So I can actually support this. I actually like this, allowing us to play games wherever we want, how we want, through the Xbox ecosystem. I'm for that, so you can still support Xbox while doing what you want. I'm a huge fan of that, and I actually want PlayStation to follow suit. So it wouldn't shock me if we see next generation PlayStation starts launching games. I mean, they might even start launching games day and date on PC as well. And hopefully we'll see if PlayStation does what Microsoft is doing here by allowing us to play games wherever as well. But we'll see. They might just take the console approach. They might just, take the simplified approach that they've always done, creating a new console that's extremely powerful with amazing games, that's like only exclusive on the PlayStation, that's going to make you want to go out and get a PlayStation 6. So we got a lot to talk about, man. This is only one of the many videos that we will be covering throughout this whole introduction of next generation for Xbox and PlayStation. So stay tuned to the channel for more, because I'm going to be covering the mess out of everything, every news that we get, because this stuff is very exciting. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the next generation of Xbox and what you guys think PlayStation will do as well. I'm definitely excited for it. And are you guys going to get the Xbox ROG Ally? I definitely want to know which version you're going to get. I'm going to get the X version and can't wait to play Black Ops on that. All right, guys. So yeah, we got a lot more to talk about, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm signing out. Peace.